Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to WellnessPals. I am your host, OKE. Today, we're talking about something very quiet, very common, but very heavy. The kind of weight you don't see, but you feel every day. Today's episode is titled When Expectations Harm Mental Health. Let me say this slowly. Expectation without flexibility creates anxiety. And here's something I want you to remember throughout this episode. Your peace should never depend on one outcome. Take a deep breath with me. Because this episode might touch you deeply. Let's start here. Nobody talks about the silent pressure people carry. The pressure to succeed by a certain age. The pressure to make your parents proud. The pressure to prove your classmates wrong. The pressure to justify sacrifice made for you. The pressure to not disappoint people who believes in you. Sometimes nobody says anything, but you feel it. You wake up already tired, not physically, but emotionally. And here's the dangerous part. Most of that pressure is built on expectations. Some are from others, some are from ourselves. And expectations are not bad, but rigid expectation, that's where mental health starts to shake. Expectation is simply a belief that something should happen a certain way. I should be married by now. I should be earning more. This project must work. This person must not leave. My child must succeed. I must not fail. The problem isn't hope. The problem is emotional attachment to one specific outcome. When your mind says, it must happen this way, that's where anxiety begins. Because life does not negotiate with our scripts. Anxiety grows in the gap between where you are and where you believe you should be. Let's break it down psychologically. When you fixate on one outcome, your brain enters threat mode. You fear loss before it even happens. You start overthinking. You lose sleep. You become irritable. You withdraw. You know why? Because your nervous system believes your survival depends on that outcome. But here's the truth. Most outcomes are not survival's issue. They are ego issues, identity issues, validation issues. And when your peace depends on one result, your mind stays in tension. Let's talk about disappointment. Disappointment hurts. Whether it's a relationship that didn't work, a business that failed, a promotion that didn't come, an exam you didn't pass, a dream that delays. Disappointment feels like rejection. But here is what makes it worse. the expectation you attach to it. Sometimes the pain is not what happened. The pain is the future you already imagined. You weren't just losing a job. You were losing the lifestyle you pictured. You weren't just losing a relationship. You were losing the version of life you mentally created. And your brain struggles to detach from that vision. That's why it hurts deeply. In many cultures, especially here in Africa, there are unspoken timelines. Graduate by this age, marry by this age, have children by this age, build a house by this age. And when life doesn't follow that timeline, shame begins to whisper. Comparison begins to speak loudly. You start measuring yourself against classmates on social media. You start asking, what is wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. Life is not linear. Comparison intensifies expectations, and expectation without flexibility creates anxiety. Let's define something important. Healthy hope says, I desire this, but I will adapt if it changes. Desperate expectation says, if this doesn't happen, I am nothing. Do you see the difference? Healthy hope is flexible. Desperate expectation is rigid. Healthy hope allows adjustment. Rigid expectation punishes you emotionally. The more rigid you are, the more fragile your mental health becomes. Now, this is powerful. Letting go does not mean quitting. Letting go means releasing emotional control. You can still work hard. You can still pray. You can still try. But your emotional stability should not collapse if the outcome changes. Letting go means saying, I will do my best, but my peace is not attached to this result. That is maturity. That is emotional balance, and that is freedom. Let's make this practical. Here are signs your expectations may be affecting your mental health. You cannot sleep because you fear one outcome. You overthink conversation repeatedly. You panic at all delays. You feel worthless when things don't go as planned. You become angry at people who don't meet your standard. You struggle to enjoy the present moment. If this is you, you are not weak. You are just over attached to certainty, and life is uncertain. Let's talk solution now. Number 1, create multiple possible outcomes. Instead of this must work, try I hope this works. If not, I will adjust. Train your brain to see options. Option reduce anxiety. Number 2, separate effort from outcome. You control effort. You do not control outcome. Focus on what you can control. Release what you cannot control. Number 3, practice mental flexibility. Ask yourself, if this doesn't happen, what else is possible? This question alone reduces panic. Number 4, stop tying identity to results. You're not your exam scores. You're not your relationship status. You're not your income level. You are a human being growing. Let me say this clearly. Your peace should never depend on one outcome, not one job, not one person, not one business, not one opportunity. When your peace depends on only one door, you panic when it closes. But when you understand that life has many doors, you breathe easier. And sometimes the closed doors was protection. Sometimes the delay was redirection. And sometimes the no was preparation. Balance means caring deeply without collapsing emotionally. Dreaming boldly without attaching your worth to it. Working hard without losing sleep over uncertainty. That is mental strength. That is wellness. And that is emotional balance. Let me ask you something. What expectation are you holding too tightly? Is it time to loosen your grip? Not to stop trying, but to protect your peace. Take a deep breath. You are allowed to hope. You are allowed to dream, but you are not allowed to destroy your mental health for one outcome. Release that rigidity. Keep the vision. Protect your peace. Thank you for spending this time with me on WellnessPals. If this episode touched you, share it with someone silently carrying pressure. And remember, expectation without flexibility creates anxiety, but flexibility creates peace. I am OKE, and this is WellnessPals. Stay balanced, stay aware, stay mentally strong. See you next week. Goodbye.